What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. I don't know what is going on. I just threw this thing on. I went walking this morning. I usually wear it around my forehead, but then I was like, I'm gonna make a video, so I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. So, what is going on, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl, for another video, girl. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. That's what I want to start off. You guys left some really wonderful comments that made me feel so good and so warm and fuzzy. Thank you for literally allowing me into your sacred spaces, um, and talking my shit and cracking jokes and laughing with y'all and empowering y'all. And I'm so thankful to have lived a life that I can impart wisdom, to the next group or even to my peer group, impart some wisdom on the girls based on my experience, my observations, my studies, my reading, my classes, like, everything that I've learned in my life for 50 years, right? A lot of the lessons, it's so crazy because a lot of the lessons started happening in my 30s, really. Um, Although I'm always, Virgos are always giving somebody some advice, child. We always trying to tell somebody what to do. We a little bossy. But yeah, I think about all my friends who have had birthdays, or all the people that I've known throughout my life who had birthdays this year, all my friends from elementary school and stuff like that. We all are turning 50 this year. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. I actually don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what this camera direction is doing, girl, but I feel like it needs to be down a little more so you can get into the shirt. So it's a little reminder, a little gentle reminder, to question everything, authority, everybody. What? Everybody. Okay. So I'm down here, girl. I just went for my walk this morning, took Maxine for a walk. Honey, Maxine ran up the stairs today and was skipping every step. I was like, come on, girl. And then when she got to she has this like little smile when I don't know, it looks like a smile. And so when she got to the top of the stairs, she looked back and then she had that little smile on her face. I was like, yes, girl, yes. She ran up the stairs, and she can't hear me, but we think her hearing is coming back. I don't know if the seizures made her hearing come back. Is that possible? Do we have any veterinarians in the community out here? Um, because I was whistling. Maybe it's just a high pitch noise. I whistled, and then she was in my room, and she's not supposed to be in my room, but because she has been ill, I've been letting her come in my room because she's, was doing that roaming. She's not doing that roaming anymore. So she was in my room and she was coming underneath my desk, and I was like, "Hey," like that, and she like hopped. She had a little paws, just hopped over, like, "Okay, girl." And then when she was walking out of my room, I was like, "Hey," I was like, "I think she might be able to hear." And then she like looked back at me, like, "Girl, don't tell everybody." She's like, "I got a trick. I've been playing a trick on y'all. Where's my I reached over here. Oh, here it is, girl. I don't even have my phone. So y'all been tagging me and stuff. I just really want to thank y'all for the birthday wishes and the birthday tidings and the cash apps and the PayPals that you guys have sent. I really appreciate you. I love y'all for, just showing love, and appreciation. And I felt appreciated. I felt, y'all just really was making me feel good. And I'm glad I've been able to be of service. That's something, like I said in my Instagram post, that's something that a Virgo is known for, to be of service, right? But not to be of service and compromise yourself, right? But to help people. And my thing is to shake your shoulders, unwind your eyes, say things in the most simple way that you can understand it, or make you think about it, give you something to think about, give you a different perspective, so that we can, have better relationships, have the best relationship with ourselves, really. um you know and that's just what it is. And so I thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you. I was like, oh my god, the comments were really, really beautiful, really beautiful, on Instagram and on YouTube and on Twitter. So shout out to everybody. I had fun. Shout out to everybody. I had fun yesterday. I had fun all weekend. It was a very lighthearted weekend. And I just kept saying, I can't believe it. I just can't believe that, your girl is 5-0. I need to put some lotion on these hands. Last night I slept with an eye mask on and it tore my eyelashes was looking crazy when I got up. So I got some new some new clusters. I don't know how they're gonna look. I'm gonna try something new. That's the one thing why I like these little DIY, whatever, girl. Do it yourself. I don't know. Do yourself it. um, I like the being able to, because I used to do strips, and for some reason the strips always, like when I would take them off, I would feel like my eyes, my like the like it was sensitive. Like every now and again, it would like get real sensitive. And these actually doing the clusters have helped my eyelashes grow, because my eyelashes after I had my first son, there's a picture of me. I'm gonna find a picture, and I'm like looking at my son. I think did I post it when he graduated? But I'm looking at him. Oh no, I didn't, because it's his face. It's his face, and so I don't have his face on there. But my eyelashes, like I remember, um, someone calling my eyelashes street sweepers, because they were so. My eyelashes are real thick. My hair is real thick. My eyelashes are very thick. Um, and when after I had my son, I my eyelashes just started like falling out. Falling out, girl. The kids will take your nutrients and everything, and your eyelashes will be falling out and everything like that. So look at Sharice and Candace and Nika at a fundraiser. So I started using strips, and then when I got on TikTok, I started using clusters, and I'll use the girls on TikTok to show me how to do my clusters. So I've been using clusters for um, probably like a year, maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half. But it's actually helped my eyelashes grow. And I feel like having something on top of them rather underneath them, and attached to like the right before you get to your skin, like attached to the bottom of the, like how like you do weaves or whatever, you attach it to the hairline, but right at the line. When you do it on the line on the top, I don't know if it makes it heavy on the eyelashes, but here it allows the eyelashes to just grow. And so you can tell, because the clusters will start moving away from the lash line, because your eyelashes are growing. Isn't it great? I love it. I love it. So that's what I do. So y'all have been tagging me in. Oh, thank you, Richie. Shout out to DJ Richie Sky. He's so nice in the comments. He said, "Thank God for the voice you offer to the world. We need it." Shout out to you, DJ Richie Sky. Um, Somebody tagged me in something about Little Scrappy's daughter, Emani. And I think I saved it. Y'all been tagging me in it because she was getting the people together. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's see what Emani has to say. Homeboys, I have a lot of uncles, and I have a father, and me and my daddy talk. One thing about it, men look at us the same way as we look at them. The only thing is, they know they work. They're not gonna sit around with no lazy female all the time. They're gonna keep hopping to the next. I would encourage Emani to stop using the word female, right? So she has some learning to do. She's a young lady. I think she's 20, maybe 21. I know she was in college, so she might be around 21, 20, 21, 19 to 21. I don't know how old E-Money is, but I would encourage you to stop using the word female. All right, so I'm going to let her talk, but I just had to stop that, because female is dehumanizing, right? It's like, well, female is an a human with reproductive organs of a uterus and a vagina and breast, and that. Okay. However, there are other things that are female in the world, not just human beings that are female. So when you say female, you strip the person of their humanity, because it could be a female plant, it could be a female plug, it can be a female animal. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just basically say woman or trans woman or whatever. Just say woman, girl, lady. There's so many other words to describe female humans, right? So to me, I say, unless you use, when you use a word female, use whatever it is coming after. Like you might say a female rapper. I try to say woman rapper, but some type female rappers, it has always been like the language. So it's and it is hard at first, but when you kind of think about like how it dehumanizes you, and then when you hear other, especially men, calling women females, I've always said it's almost like calling a woman a bitch in company, right? These females, because whenever they use that word, it's not in a it's not used in an affectionate way. It's used in a way, in the context, it's always like they're complaining. And instead of saying you bitches, they'd be like you females, right? So when you think about it in that way, you're kind of like, oh yeah, maybe I should change the way that I speak about women and stop calling them females, because it just really sounds like you want to say bitches. And to me, I feel like I just say bitch, like you bitches, if that's what you want to say, because that's what it sounds like. But anyways, I'm gonna let Emani finish talking. And that's why I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we be mad. But women like, listen, if you cheat on your man outside of saying he's gonna leave, women need to start doing the same thing. Stop giving them second chances. Because then they go to another girl thinking that girl's gonna give them a second chance, and they keep giving all these women hell. And these mamas, these boy mamas, stop treating like y'all. I always say this. I be feeling like my granny semi-failed with my dad, because sometimes my dad be thinking he the prize and he's not. Like, sorry, Dad. But like, I feel like she said, sorry, daddy. But I'm gonna let her finish. Let me let her finish. My granny raised him with like, well, my dad was raised by his father too. So my dad is a gentleman. My dad opened the door, he do all that. But I feel like a lot of moms baby their son. Stop babying your son, because you're babying him, and then he goes out in the real world expecting for us women to baby him. And I'm not babying no man. Listen. So, girl, you raise me, have your own, and when a man come on, he should be an add-on. And if he can't add on, then he got to get the hell on. Yes, let's go. Period. And I feel like a lot of moms enable their sons. No, you cannot enable them. You really cannot. Teach them how to clean, just like you taught your daughter how to clean. Teach them to take out the trash. Teach them. Another thing I see in a lot of black community, a lot of black moms be having their son sitting down while their daughter cleaning up the kitchen. That's insane. What type of stupid, ignorant junk is that? I know she wants to say shit. What type of stupid, ignorant shit is that? I say it for you, E-Money. You don't think when he live on his own, he got to clean up too? I hope none of y'all are disabling your sons and making your daughters do work around the house. I know, I am hoping that we have come out of that generation, right? Because pretty soon it's going to be millennials turning into grandparents, right? And I hope y'all are not bringing that baby boomer, Gen X. Yes, I'm Gen X, and young millennials or older millennials, right? What do they call you all, geriatric millennials? That is so rude. Well, I mean, it's whatever, but she's right. She's absolutely right. I feel like my grandmother semi-failed with my dad because he thinks he's a prize. Well, we live in a patriarchy, and if your grandmother is a male, she used to be a pimp, so she's definitely male identified, male centered, right? Her son can do no wrong, even though she does say little slick shit about Scrappy, and I'm not sure why women are not listening. But just like they think they can go from woman to woman to woman, part of that is a part of the patriarchy where the woman's voice is stifled. What a woman says has to be questioned. We have to fact check and all this stuff. When a man says it, girl, it's law. Remember that time, I think it was on Potomac, they were sitting in Candace's house and they were talking about a conversation. I can't remember the details of the conversation, but Chris was in the kitchen cooking and he heard part of the conversation. And when he affirmed what the conversation was about, Karen said, well, there you go. A dick said it. A man said it. So now we have to believe him. Now we have to believe the story because a man has legitimized the whatever it is. And that's where the men believe that they are the prize. They believe that they are the center of the world. And when you get women who don't listen to one another, which is by design, then the men think I can go from one woman to the next woman, giving every woman hell. And then what do you get told? You should have chose better, right? I'm so glad she said that. And she said, sorry, Dad, but you're not the prize. And if they're not adding on, then they could get the fuck on, right? You don't need anybody, right? Right? Okay. You don't need anybody. The person you have around you is a nice to have around because you're not codependent. You don't need anybody. You can live this life as a solo person. But if anyone comes into your life and you have a relationship with them, they should be adding to it, putting effort into you and showing you that they care about you and whatever what is it they call it, love languages. Didn't Drew say she spoke five, and then Shamia said that she was lying? You don't speak five languages, girl. I was talking about love language, you weirdo. trying to stick up for Portia. Anyways, it's not about Shamia, but whatever your love language is, right? And you have people in your life, your friends, your intimate partners, your relationships with your children, your siblings, your parents, all of them, everything is a relationship. Everything is a relationship. We're in relationships. So all of our relationships should be adding to our lives, right? Our job, the relationship that we have with our job, the relationship we have with ourself, everything should be an addition. If somebody is coming into your life and it feels like you're being taken from, like you're being taken, like they're taking from you, um and they're not giving anything, there's no reciprocity, then that's a problem. And you have to reevaluate those relationships and see, like, is this the best relationship for me? And too many men are able to just go from woman to woman to woman. That's the main reason why older men prefer, it's our preference. They prefer younger women because younger women are easily manipulated. They're easily impressed upon, impressionable. They are easily they've already been, like, from, little girls. There's this male centeredness that is just part of a patriarchy. So you learn that. And so when a woman comes to a woman and say, hey, I let me tell you about this guy. I had an experience with this guy and he did ba 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 ba. The woman more than likely is not going to listen. If there's a lady out there, let me know if a woman has ever warned you about a person and you ignored it and had a fucked up experience, or an experience you wish you didn't had. And then also I want to hear from the women who, or the men who have been warned about somebody and you heed the warning and you said, oh yeah, I'm cool, thank you for letting me know. Like, you read the Yelp review, not ignored it, because the girls be giving, a lot of women be giving Yelp reviews, right? They have these groups now in Facebook and I don't know where, I think mostly on Facebook. Is this your man? That's a Yelp review to me. Is this your man? Because I'm dating this guy and we know how they move. And the fact is that women know how men are, and they know how men move, and they still won't listen to another woman when the woman tells them, hey, I was with Scrappy. Did you see how he treated Erica? Did you see how he treated Bambi? Why is it possible for him to have another relationship? He's literally in another relationship with a woman who's a real estate agent slash a dancer, because a lot of the dancers go into real estate, and there's no problem with that because the girls are making money. Shout out to Selling Sunset, Selling Miami, and all the selling shows, because a lot of those girls come out of the stripping business in Africa long, long time ago. Shout out to Bernie Mac. But I'm glad she said this. I'm so glad she said this. And then in the comments, Mama D said, I'm going to say this. You can teach your children what they need once they get grown. They do what they want, the hell they want to do. And there's nothing that parents can do when they're grown as kids. Leave their house, nothing but pray and hope they use the things that they taught to them in their homes when they were younger. But wasn't Scrappy raised in a whorehouse? So what kind of conversations were you having with your son to ensure I really think that way that I've said it before, the way that Scrappy and Mama D act, she sounds like she's finding tricks for her son. When she used to be giving him advice about women, it was almost like, let me find you a woman who's going to take care of you. I'm going to find you a woman. And every, like, I can't believe Bambi had 3 kids like that, boom boom boom, with Scrappy. But you didn't see how he treated Erica, and then like you were literally arguing with Erica like you were the wife. I'm his wife, and then nothing fake about that. Shout out to Amina and Tara over there fighting over dirty foot Peter guns like that. Like even in that situation, y'all are literally fighting over this nigga right here. How many kids Peter Guns got? 10. Peter Guns has 10 kids, I believe. How many he has with Tara, and then they were like battling. They were both pregnant at the same time. So he literally stuck his raw dick in both of y'all, and y'all just sitting up there trying. He's gonna choose me. I'm his wife. Bambi did the same thing to Erica. And it's exactly the same situation. This woman's been with this man for I don't know how long. I think Scrappy did proposed to Erica. Yeah, he did her when she had on that black and she had like a bun and her hair was swoop. I remember that reunion. But she was looking like happy, but it's like that's just a piece of a man. And you're like happy because part of being in this patriarchal system is whatever when a man chooses you, no matter how musty the man is, you are literally going to throw his dick in somebody else's face. Bambi was throwing dicks at Erica. I'm the wife. And what kind of what the I'll say it again. The value that you put on being a wife is only contingent on the value of the husband. Because that's the only reason why you're a wife, right? It's because of this man proposed to you. You accepted a proposal and now you're his wife. And you're going on, I'm his wife, I'm his wife, I'm his wife. Well, your man, your husband ain't shit. So I'm gonna go out on the limb and say you ain't shit neither. You're not smart. Bambi was not smart to run after Scrappy. And then the next broad isn't smart. Whoever this broad is that's dating Scrappy, y'all give these men chance after chance after chance. And they know that they can mistreat you, and everybody will tell you you should have chose better. And they just off to the next woman to have her hair falling out and her cortisol levels through the roof, stressing her out. I'm so glad she said that. I think my grandmother semi failed. And what Mama D said is right. But what did you teach Scrappy? Because whatever, like I tell my kids, I hope that I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi when you're out living your life and you can hear me say, don't do this. Don't let, I've told my sons, for instance, don't allow people to tell you the more people you sleep with. Don't allow any man to tell you the more people you sleep with, the more of a man you are. You're actually degrading your body by not being selective in your partnering, in your sexual partners. If you just going out fucking everybody, I've heard men saying they've had sex with hundreds of women, literally just sticking their dicks in everything. And that's why I said, like, they're not choosy. If you allow a man to stick his dick in you, he will do it. He will not even think twice before you get the S out of the word yes, his pants are down. He's ready. And it's with anybody who will allow him to, and some who won't even allow him to. Hello? And yet and still, he can go from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman. I hope we are not in an era where you guys have daughters and sons and you're making your daughters do domestic work and the sons are not contributing. I can't imagine that because I feel like a lot of sons are being raised by solo mothers and they're making sure that their sons are self-sufficient. Even then, you get these men who are raised by solo women. There's no way that your mother did all the work. You had to learn how to cook. You had to learn how to clean. You had to learn to take the trash out. You had to learn to clean the stove. You learned all of that stuff. But they know that you get these weirdo women who want to be wives and they're signing up to be maids, mules, and mattresses. And then you're like, what the fuck did I sign up for? You the one that wants to be this man's wife. And now you over there with octopus arms a mop and a phone and a clipboard and a band-aid and a goddamn vacuum cleaner all in your hands, and you're like, what the fuck did I sign up for? And then when you get tired and through and you leave, there's another woman to tell you, girl, that ain't my life. He ain't gonna do me like that. Why wouldn't he do you like that? There's been no consequence for their behavior. That's why I said men are not going to change. They're never going to change because there's always going to be a crop of naive women who are male centered, male identified, pick me, mammy, mountain climbing bitches with their boots and they fucking capes on, ready to tell you at least you don't have a man and that's why you don't have a man and all this other shit. And there's nothing of value in that. In just a man, just existing as a man, like here I am with a penis, I'm a man, I'm breathing, no, you have value as a human being, yes, but in a person's life to contribute positively in a person's life, a lot of these men don't. They're not social. They're not even socialized like that. They're not even socialized to give a fuck about y'all. That's the crazy part. And what you're trying to do, like I posted a video, old video. What you're trying to do is find ones that haven't leaned into their socialization. And I'm telling you, they're very few and far between. And that's why you have to wait a while because these men will show up with a whole mask on. I've seen examples of men wearing masks through the whole fucking relationship. And when the relationship is over, they will stand in that woman's face and say, I never liked you. Nasty work. And you was doing all this stuff, even throwing his dick in other bitches' faces. That's my man, honey. That Bruce is my man. That's my man. Girl, that's your man. Did you see how he treated Remy? Did you see what he did? Did you see the fake black love shit that he got going on with Remy Ma over there? And he wasn't faithful to Remy Ma. We thought he was. I don't know why we thought Papoose was being faithful to Remy Ma while she was in jail. There's like literally, girl, you can't do a weekend in jail. Your nigga done already stuck his dick in somebody else. So what is the incentive to change? You have to change. You have to change. You don't, girl. I'm not spending time talking to no man about how to treat women and how to do this. Girl, you know how to treat people. Treat them with the same respect you treat your basketball coach. Treat them with the same respect you treat your personal trainer. Treat them with the same respect. Respect women the way y'all respect men. I'm telling you. So I'm glad she said that. Let's read a couple of comments. It's been shared over 500 times. The grandchild is the smartest one out of the crew. Girl, hold on. Oh, I think I have. Oh, okay. I know what it is. Poor girl. Pretty much, she says she don't want a man like her daddy. A lot, and a lot of men will tell you, I don't want my child. I don't want my daughter to meet a man like me. If you're a man and you have a daughter and you wouldn't want your daughter to meet a man like you have failed. You know, and men know how men are, but will still tell you to your face, you should have chose better. That's the cop out because their men are innocent. You should have known better. You should have chose better. And you're like, look at the lot of men. Look at the different lots of men that you have to choose from. And everyone, and from sea to sea. What do they say on the on the news in Southern California? From the desert to the sea to all the Southland, girl, the men are they're the same, and they will tell you from the East Coast to the Midwest to the Southeast to the Northwest, girl, everywhere. Shout out to the Northwest, everywhere. Women are having similar and like experiences. I just gave an example of Scrappy, Erica and Bambi, and Peter Gunn's Tara and Amina. It's the same exact situation. How long you been waiting for a proposal, Tara? 13 years. How long you been waiting for a proposal, whoopty bam, Erica? And then here comes this other broad. And then he marries the other broad. And you've been sitting there stupid, looking stupid. Offset's down there showing his ass too, saying Cardi B didn't cook and clean. But let me tell you how I got this ring. Bitch, you attached yourself to Cardi B because you knew she was on a trajectory up. That's why you attached your ass to her. I almost called you a name, nigga. But I'm gonna get on Offset next. But shout out to this girl and her coming into that awareness. Only thing I would change about everything she said was stop calling women females. Binge watching season 1, Erica specifically said to K. Michelle that she doesn't have to bash Scrappy to Emani. She's going to grow up and see things for herself. A man's daughter always going to get him right. No, a man's daughter doesn't get him right. These men have daughters and still mistreat women. The daughters don't mean anything. Let me tell you why men are happy that they have daughters, because they think they're going to have somebody to take care of them when they get old. Because they're definitely not depending on their sons, because they didn't grow them up to care about anybody but themselves. So they definitely ain't going to take care of you when you get old. So I can't bank on that. The men love daughters. Ask a man why he loves his daughter, and they'll start talking about how when I get old, she's going to take care of me. I'm not making this stuff up. I'll be listening. When I tell you I'll be listening to men talk, that's one thing. When you take the microphones away, the podcast, no, why? Because y'all want to live in a delusion. When they tell you, they telling you, and then be like, no, what he meant to say was, girl, shut up. He's saying what the fuck he's saying. You just don't want to listen, and you don't want to face the fact of how they're socialized and have to come to that awareness and reconcile that. Ask a man why he loves his daughter, why he wants a daughter. And then they be like, oh, I hope my daughter never meets a man like me. Girl, it's a mess. So they don't change when they have daughters. They just want daughters to be their nurses for them. Shout out to Emani for having all the common sense. She's seen a lot and knows what she's willing to accept and run from. But when Bambi said this, everybody started attacking her, and that girl started calling her a bad mom. Oh, now she sees, huh? Your grandma was a pimp, not a regular mother. And thank you. Bambi told y'all already, and no one listened. Now his own daughter sees it too. Erica responding like she's not talking about her mama too. Both of her parents were bad examples of what a relationship should be. I stand with Bambi. Bambi was vilified for stating the obvious. Erica is just as bad. When I get out this video, is some young boy done set up done okay. What I get out of this video is some young boy done sit up here and playing in her face. Y'all sitting up here acting like she's disrespecting her dad. She's clearly talking about one of them young niggas that she just threw her dad in just a little. That's what she's like, I'm sorry, daddy. I love how she said, sorry, daddy. She loves her daddy. She will never disrespect him in that type of way. She said this not to speak ill on her dad, but to highlight the toxic behaviors and patterns created. And it's literally, and it's not, and honestly, we say it's black moms, but it's not just black moms. White moms do the same thing. Asian mothers do the same thing. Latino mothers do the same thing. We are in a patriarchy. That's not exclusive to the way black people operate. Everybody coddles their sons. Everybody. Boy moms is a thing. I'm not a boy mom. I'm the mother to sons, but I'm not a boy mom, because boy mom to me has a negative connotation. Boy mom to me is there's no consequence for your son's bad behavior, period. He mistreats women. You encourage him to leave her or whatever the hell. Everybody that Scrappy's in a relationship with, Mama D has some kind of conflict, contentious relationship with her. The way that she has acted about Bambi is so disgusting. And I'm sorry, Bambi has every right to say whatever the fuck she wants to say to Mama D. And then I just saw, girl, when I tell you, I will fuck Mama D up. Let me tell you why. Bitch, you don't take my motherfucking kids and have them christened. You know that she took Bambi's children and had them christened? When my sons, I'm gonna tell you, and I tell you, I have a mother who is a very light version of Tokyo Tony. Very light. I think if I was a more of a public figure, she would, and she didn't care about what people thought about her, she would be just like Tokyo Tony. She's light, Tokyo Tony light. I would tell my sons when they would go visit my mom on Sundays, on a Sunday, she goes to church. You know, my mom she has a white Jesus on her wall. Okay. Okay. Covert narcissist with a white Jesus on the wall. You understand what we're dealing with here? Okay. When I would leave my sons with my mom and they would go to church on Sunday, I would question them. Did they have you change clothes? Were you dipped underwater? Was water put on your head? Because my mom is so disrespectful to my boundaries that she feels that she can go over my head. That's the reason why she was talking to their father, right? Even when my sons went to visit this last time to their dad, I think it was last year they went to visit their dad in New York. My mom was in communication with their dad. My mom, my mother, who gave birth to me, this man punched your daughter in the face and you go over her to talk, to try and get conversation with them, telling him to send her pictures of my kids. Do you understand me? So she's the type of person that would do something without me knowing. And that's one of the reasons why I cut off in communication and contact with her, because she's the type of person who would take my sons and try to have them baptized. And when I heard that Mama D had Bambi's sons baptized, christened, and Bambi wasn't told about it, nor was she invited, you would never see my sons again, ever. You disrespected me, period. You disrespected me as their caregiver, as their parent. You have disrespected me and you will not be able to do it again. You took my sons and did something they didn't know. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. See, for me, I've allowed my sons to, whatever your spiritual path is, go ahead and choose it. I'm not drilling nothing into their head, but there is a source. That's what they know. But whatever spiritual journey they want to go on, whatever religion they want to study, go have at it. But you will not baptize children with their parent not knowing. There's no one out there can tell me that that was okay for her to do that. That was terrible. I would never, Mama D would never see my sons again, or my children, daughter. She got 2 sons and a daughter, I think, or I don't know how many, what the makeup of the children are. But I know it's a daughter and a son. I don't know what the third one is, a boy. I don't know. As a girl, I don't know. Bambi had too many kids back to back with that fucking fool. Scrappy might be a gentleman opening doors, but he mistreats women. He literally is so irresponsible and immature that he had a threesome with no condom.
Who are these niggas?
He's a gentleman, all right. She used her dad as a reference and didn't hold back just because it was her dad. But she also highlighted that she has other male figures in her life before anybody tried to say, what? It doesn't matter if she's talking about her dad because it's the truth. She's not lying. She's not coming to the front line about her father. She can say what her experience is and how she's observed her father. And I can say that my grandma semi-failed my father because he thinks he's the prize. He thinks he can go from woman to woman to woman, and he can. Because all these women act like they want, I just want to be somebody's wife. And just any nigga will do. Any frog will do. Any frog. You see how Bambi done jumped to this Ray Face? Is that his name? And you already talking about getting married to this guy? You don't know, you haven't even been with him for a year. And I'm so glad. I hope she's still, I don't know if they're still together, but from what the footage that we're seeing from Love and Hip Hop, I don't think they've slept together yet. I don't know. But she was already looking at him crazy. And then she said, I'm feeling anxious about, I used to feel comfortable and relaxed. Now I'm feeling anxious. Why aren't you reevaluating the relationship and understanding, hey, if I'm in a relationship and now I'm having this anxious kind of attachment feeling about him traveling without even saying anything to me, not telling me he's left the state or nothing, he's not communicating with you. How do you think that's going to be when you get married? Do you think it's going to get better? Do you think you walking down the aisle is going to erase the anxiety of him doing things that give you anxiety? Why don't you reevaluate the relationship and say, you know what? I had this experience before. I'm not about to do it again. Why? Because you want to be somebody's wife so bad. It's just, I honestly, I'm telling you, I don't understand that mentality. I just do not get it. I don't want to be nobody's nothing. Girl, get the fuck away from me.
Real good. The volume is real loud over there.
I doubt Erica coaches her or makes her say anything. I don't know why anybody is suggesting that she's not her own person and she can say what she wants to say. She is grown. Um, let's see. How old is Emani, Erica, and Scrappy's daughter? 20 years old as of April 2025. She's not a child. She's not a child. Although her brain isn't finished developing, she's not a child, right? She's probably had some of her own experiences already with them niggas in Atlanta, girl.
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
Girl, please. Yeah, 20 years old. She has a right to say what she wants to say. Erica said, I will raise her to know who she is, and she did just that. Now, Mama D is a problem. She would praise his bad behavior. No, what Imani said, Mama D still lacks accountability. Well, we saw Scrappy tell her that he didn't feel safe, all that stuff. All of that stuff. Let me see what else is happening.
Yeah, if I'm speaking my personal opinion, yeah, of course.
Okay, and just so that I'm clear, you were not present on June 12th, 2020 when Miss Pete was shot, right?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't at the party, correct?
No.
You weren't in the car, right? You weren't on the street, correct?
No.
You weren't a witness at all whatsoever, right?
I was not.
So you couldn't actually say that you knew that Tori did not shoot Miss Pete because you weren't present, right?
Yeah, I'm not unequivocally saying that it didn't happen. What I'm saying is,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Start again because there was something I didn't hear clearly. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say, 100%. This is the fact. I'm telling you my personal opinion and my belief. That chick is a liar, and I don't believe liars. So, her story. Again, I accept the verdict.
You know what I would have asked him, since you're not a liar, did you rape that girl, the girl who has accused you of rape in her house? This is yam academics, this rutabaga shaped nigga, right? Down here talking to Megan Thee Stallion's attorneys, saying that she's a liar. So is he. But he's a man, so you're automatically going to be on his side. You're one of them fuck niggas, can I get a hug nigga, simp bitch ass niggas, right? Who the only reason why women fuck with you is because you have a little proximity to celebrities and you got a little money and you know it, and you hate women because of it. Because if you didn't have what you have, no woman would fuck with you ever. Maybe a blind woman, maybe somebody who just needed to feel like she lonely and she's blind and may not understand everything fully, might be a little touched. But out of that, you're not getting no bitches for real. You can't tell me that. And that's why you are resentful, because you know in real life, none of these bitches will fuck with you.
I've ever been and asked.
Right, you say it basically anywhere you've ever been. And
know the law. You can't be sued for stating your personal opinion. I watched the deposition and honestly, Meg needs to fire the whole team. They didn't get anything from him. They accidentally shared their private chat messages with him more than once. People may not like Act, but he exposed the hell out of the incompetence of her legal team. Girl, DJ Academics couldn't expose incompetence in anybody, girl. Y'all be giving these niggas too fucking much, and I can't stand it. Bonnie Bella is going to the third grade. Look at her. She is so cute. She looked just, well, I tell you, she looked just like Stevie J. Congratulations to my daughter. She's on her way to the first day of school. Everyone say congratulations, Bonnie Bella, third grade. That's cute. Okay, let's see. I want to go to that post with Offset. There's so much stories here. I wasn't keeping up with nothing over the weekend. K Michelle tweeted activated. I'm my own person. I'll sit there and smile and clock it. I'm not with ooh, I'm not with none of that bullshit. Bimbos are the loudest and the most confident. Shut your face. I mean, she's probably calling Portia a bimbo because this Portia definitely gives bimbo vibes. All right, let's see. NFL rookie Shiloh Sanders reportedly cut from Tampa Bay Buccaneers after punching Buffalo Bills player during a preseason game. Deion Sanders seemingly responds, trust God. Why he whacked the shit out of him. All right, I was trying to find that story about Offset saying that he broke up with or Cardi B didn't cook and clean. I was like, what the hell? I can't find it. We'll have to talk about it later. Let's see what else she said.
Boy mamas, stop treating like these boy mamas, stop treating like y'all. I always say this. I be feeling like my granny semi-felt with my dad because sometimes my dad be thinking a lot of black moms be having their son sitting down while their daughter cleaning up the kitchen. What type of stupid, ignorant junk is that?
That's crazy. What's today? Do I have any appointments today? No, I don't. Let me go. What is this? Who? What? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Okay, let me go. Natari. Additional footage of Lil Nas X shows he got completely naked in public and rapped Nicki Minaj lyrics prior to being hospitalized and arrested. I hope he's okay. That's too much. Being fully naked. Now that's too much. Oh na na na. Boom cat tow. Oh na na na. Oh na na na. He said, "Get my good side, every side." I said, "He was to me." I was like, "That's a regular to me." He was on beat, snapping, rapping. Um, ooh, what? I'm currently locked outside my home on my balcony because my dog jumped up and locked the door on me. I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm in the sky. I have no way down. Why aren't you calling maintenance? Call maintenance. They said he's a MAGA supporter. His dog was just trying to get him to come to his senses. Who is this? I don't know who these people are. Anyways, let's see. I think that's it. We talked about Emani. I think that's all we could talk about really for this video because it's long enough. And then we can talk about something else as I gather these stories. I didn't gather any stories over the weekend. So we're just going off rip. So I'm gonna end it here. I think we talked enough about Imani and boy moms and raising your sons and women, and we this is something we always talk about, but it's always happening. So we have to talk about it so we can. And I'm glad she came out. She's 20 years old. I love it when the girls are younger and younger and come to that awareness. Now it's like you have to apply it now, right? If you come in contact with a guy who is not adding to your life, you don't have to give him a chance. You don't have to wait 3 months to see if he's going to start adding 3 months. You don't have to start doing stuff for him in order for him to show you. He's just going to do, right? He's just going to do. But Mama D did fail Scrappy. I mean, Scrappy has told us himself, so she did fail him. I think she literally treated him like a John, and the women were um not like a John, like she was like the women, like he was a trick, and he was trying to find women, like that's what it's almost like. That's why she operates. And then knowing that she's a pimp, like you're a woman exploiting other women, you're not that great of a person. And then you turn around and baptize Bambi's kids without her permission. Bitch, you would, when I tell you, you don't have, you don't, 3 or grandkids, you better just tell everybody they dead. Cause you would never, I don't care. Whatever Jackie Christie was talking about, grandparent rights and all that other bullshit, girl, get the fuck out of here. When you disrespecting the caregiver, the mother, you ain't got no fucking rights, bitch. I wish the fuck you would try to take somebody to court for some grandparent rights. Girl, get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna play with my kids. You're not. And you're not gonna try to, what they do is try, that's that, like, it's pulling rank, right? It's saying that I don't have to respect you. And that's the reason why my mother and I do not speak to this day, because she has no respect for my boundaries and will not respect my boundaries and continuously acts like she doesn't have to respect my boundaries. Just the mere fact that just last year, no, I haven't talked to my mom since 2017. You're still trying to see my children, and it's so funny because my kids are so fucking smart that every picture their father took of them, they hid their faces. They put peace signs in front of their faces. They was doing like this because they knew he was taking pictures for my mother, and they knew that what they were doing was wrong and that I would be highly upset. But they do that because they tell you, you don't have control, the control that you think you have. You don't have it. And I'm gonna jump over these boundaries. As your mother, I'm going to talk to the man who abused you, right, and caused you so much fucking stress, just so that I can jump over you to talk to your children. No, man. We don't play those games. We don't play those games. And I love that my son was like, yeah, we was taking pictures, but every time we would be like this, we would hide our faces. Because no, they knew what games those adults were playing. And they knew that their mother would not approve of that. And like literally talking shit about me to their father. Like, ugh, you will never see me, bitch. Never, ever. And I don't give a fuck. That's why when Jackie and Christy and Chantel would do it, I don't fuck with disrespectful mothers. I don't give a fuck if the title is mother. Bitch, you disrespectful. And so I'm going to be disrespectful right back because I'm a woman. Yes, I'm another woman. And you wouldn't act like that with another woman. The reason why you acting like that with me is because I'm your child. And you think you don't have to have boundaries with your child. You think you can cross over and disrespect their boundaries, but you won't get to. You don't have to change. I'll change. That's it. Same goes with these motherfucking niggas. They're not going to change. They don't have any incentive to change. And there's nothing you can do to change the way that these men are socialized. Nothing except for you have to change, period. You set the motherfucking rules, period. You don't have to participate in none of that shit. I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. We're coming back for another video. Peace.